a.m. Okay. Let's talk about how y'all trip was in New York, and then how did it come about? How did this trip come about? Because these are strangers. They didn't know these young men, and we actually ended up staying at their grandmother's house. So a lot of times you got to step out of your comfort zone and do things that you have never done before in order to make things happen. So I don't know who wants to start first, but how did y'all meet them, first of all?
All right, so we're going to start out by introducing myself. I'm Armand.
I'm Trey. Vier.
Yeah, and so basically we're kind of like in our generation we're kind of known as internet celebrities because we kind of got like a lot of followers, and we linked up with a whole bunch two other brothers that do music, and they were in New York, so we were just like, it'd be a good thing if we all collab, 'cause it'd be good to have all our names on one track, but then the track could like explode, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I really knew it was going on.
How long did y'all know them though? When did y'all meet them? And who met them? Well, how did y'all do that?
Vier. Vier
Okay.
brought everything together. Vier, he's the networking guy, basically. He came to us. He wanted to do a collab with us. That's how Armand and Trey and Vier got started. And then Vier said, why don't we collab with Go to the Nesto, because they got a real big name, just like we do. So that's how we all, you know what I'm saying, made amends with each other.
And how long have y'all been knowing each other now?
Oh, we've been knowing each other for about a month and a half now.
I don't even know if it's been that long.
Yeah, probably not even that long.
A month. I think a month.
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Not questions yet. Go ahead and
Okay.
talk about your singing career as well, and how y'all met a long time ago, or 3 or 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And now doing some music.
Well, actually, we went to school together,
Right.
and then, me and him never talked. Like, we see each other around, but we never talked. And so, like this year, we started getting me and him started getting a following on. He already had a following, but we hadn't started yet. So then we finally started. We got a following, a big following on social media, on Vine and Instagram and Twitter, and I didn't know it was him that was asking to collab with us. So then, this was before we got all the followers and stuff. He had asked to collab with us, but we didn't have a following, so we like, no, you're bigger than us, you know. It was like, why do you want to collab with us? And then so after we got our following, we like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So then we just,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. So it was
it.
bringing it all to the table, like not just one person bringing it to the table. We wanted to bring something too. So finally, we just like, yeah, and then we just decided to collab.
And that's how the squad got
and that's how we started. And then, so before we collabed, like with just us three, he was like, let's go collab with them too. And then at first we were going to do it over email. Like they were going to send their tracks. They was going to record there and send their tracks, and we was going to put it on one. But then we just, he talked us in.
We was young.
He was like, let's just go there and do it. And do it there. So, yeah.
Okay. Here. How'd you meet them? How'd you meet the guys?
Basically online, Instagram, Vine, and all that, you could find a lot of people. So I had a following, they had a big following, and Nesto and them had a big following. I had been knowing him for a while, but we never talked like he said.
Yeah.
So when I saw Nesto and them, we started talking, and then me and them started talking again, and I was like, man, that'd be crazy if we all did a track together. So I hit them up, and we were gonna do a track. And I was like, we gonna email our verses to Nesto and Golden, and we gonna, and that's how we gonna do it. And I was like, no, let's do it now. I'm like, what?
You know me, I'm
like,
just
no.
go along with it.
Like,
yeah, let's.
So I'm like, all right, he's just bugging. So I'm like, I'm still FaceTime. I'm like, yeah. So we gonna email it. Or mom was like, no, we gonna come down there.
Go down there.
Like what? And then he went to my mom. He like, could we go down there? And then she like, well, yeah, if y'all got the money and stuff. And he was like, we gonna get it. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just looking at him, So, but we threw a party. We promoted a party Sunday. Threw a party, raised enough to go to New York.
Almost $1,000.
Almost $1,000 within a week of the party.
I mean, that's just promoted.
Yeah,
just promoted a week.
Just a week. So.
And then we didn't start promoting until 2 days after.
Yeah,
We had a flyer.
Yeah. So
We
basically, we
started
had
promoting
promoted
like
about
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We promoted for like 3 days.
Yeah.
This happened last week. They talking about last week.
Yeah, this
They
all
talking about last week.
happening within.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
within a
saying?
week, we just like, no, we gotta. But see, our following and stuff.
Yeah, it's real big. So you know what I'm saying. All three of us come together, plus them. You know what I'm saying? It's real big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody knew about it. And when this song dropped, it's gonna be crazy.
I know, because we got a video to go with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we basically we got a lot more collabs coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot more collabs coming. So after this video, you expect a lot more from us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now talk about why you guys were down there real quick.
Okay.
What happened when y'all was there? How did y'all feel? Because it was their mom. I just met their mom about 3 weeks ago. So she had to trust the fact that we were all going to New York together and everything. So I normally do a printout of how to get to places and things like that, but a lot of this was rushed. So, but it was okay. I just basically trust in God. A lot of things, you just got to trust in God and just go. And so we were in Albany, New York. Okay, so talk about when y'all first got there, and then how y'all thought they were going to be.
Okay.
Because y'all did say
cool.
something
Okay,
on that regard.
So basically, all 5 of us is basically known. You know what I'm saying? By basically anyone that got the app, they done synced us once or twice. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we all since we all known, everybody want to be around us. We thought that it was gonna be like a contest between us. You know what I'm saying? Like when we get down there, I was gonna have to compete with Nesto, and they was gonna have to compete with Curtis. But it wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? We all came together because we all felt like we all under the age of 20. We all doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? We all basically we got the same goal. We trying to get to the same place. So why bicker and argue about it? We can come together and be bigger than just individually. So that's what happened basically.
Yeah, basically what he said, when we got down there, we were expecting, we weren't even expecting them to be, to bond like we did. We expected just to do the song, slap hands, and leave.
Yeah,
But,
we didn't expect to form bonds and stuff, and talks and stuff. We expected to just go up there, go in the studio, then we just go back home. But then when we was getting ready to leave, we actually was like, wait, man,
we like them. We cool.
Yeah.
So basically, we got a bond, as much love, and we formed a squad when we down there. We got our circle. So
now we only been down there for 3 days, and I actually look on Instagram and I seen people we all took a picture together, and now people is putting the squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's everywhere, already.
Everywhere.
It's crazy.
And mind you, these dudes, they had they gained over 200K followers within these last 2 months.
Yeah, it was summertime. We started last April.
Yeah,
last April. We're a duo, and we go by Armand and Trey.
Tell me how y'all do something real quick.
Yeah, and then we started last April, but it's kind of hard to gain followers on Vine. It's really hard because everyone that's big, they don't like helping, reviving, really get more followers and stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, we just kept trying, and then in the summertime, we started to get a little bit, we did a Vine, and it went viral, 50-some thousand likes and stuff.
Then that's when people started knowing.
Yeah, people started paying attention finally, and then we started getting more followers, and then then past in December,
in January,
2 weeks over Christmas break.
We
we had gained
that's when we just.
That's when we. So now he have 120 something K on Vine, and I have almost 300K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on our Instagram we got 230,000.
No, that's Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
Instagram, we just started Instagram not too long ago. We got 20-some thousand on there.
26,000.
Yeah.
Then on Instagram they got 25K.
Yeah.
I got 31K on Instagram, and I just came.
Oh yeah,
he
just.
He just came up on Vine, so now he got 100,000 followers on Vine. So so it's big. We making a move.
Yeah.
It's very important that you promote yourself on all these free social networks. These are all free. And then, go ahead.
Then as far as everyone I don't know a lot of adults I don't know it's because they didn't have social media during their time and stuff. They be oh, social media can't get you can't get you nowhere. But we don't really pay attention to it because we know we pay attention to all the people that do got 1 million followers, and they make so much money because they get booked to go to perform at different shows and stuff. And now so we basically trying to end up getting that far to get paid for it.
If you get on social media, that's
it's a real help because
that's basically a ticket.
That's a ticket to because they see if you got a large fan base, people gonna pay money out to come see you, so they gonna want you because they gonna make money.
And we have an email, and there's so much stuff in our email for gigs. You know what I'm saying? To come in. Oh, can you guys come here and can you guys do birthday parties? But since you know what I'm saying, we still working on the manager. That part of the aspect.
Yeah, that's
really
what's kind of we can't really just jump because we're not grown, so we can't really just be fly wherever we feel like it.
But if you all have talent, that's just strategize basically. strategize, promote as much as you can, and keep on. You know, don't let nobody say that y'all. Because people was telling us, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
everybody was like, that can't really do nothing. But see, now we're known, and then like people like emailing us to do stuff we can get paid for stuff. And then
we got people in the industry.
Right.
Yeah, like they follow, like
Right.
like they follow, and they know who we are. So it's actually a good thing because famous people like, you know, Trey song, they're on Vine too, so like they pay attention. Like they won't say nothing all the time, but like they know, like, because it's a couple that have said something to us.
Yeah, and we have like a lot of celebrities following us on Twitter too, like Mindless Behavior, the OMG Girl. Like we have a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just off of just doing our talent.
And that's the thing. We all just need to realize and remember that these are just people. So, you know, some people be like, oh, no, you can't get that, or you can't get. We all are people. And if you're striving towards a goal and people see that, they're going to want to follow what it is that you're doing as far as your career and things like that. So it's very important that you follow your dreams, even if it takes, because my son is homeschooled, eventually he's going to be homeschooled. So it's very important, if it's something that you're passionate about doing it, do it. The only person that's holding you up is you. So just go ahead and do it. Are y'all warmed up a little bit so y'all can do that? That 15-second one that y'all do?
We can do that.
Okay.
Oh, put on the instrumental.
Huh? Are we going to